Welcome to our explainer on the absolute foundations of project management. We're going to break down the essential blueprint for turning pretty much any big idea into a real thing. Whether you're launching a new app or, like our friends at Alpha Constructions, literally building skyscrapers, the core principles are exactly the same. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so let's kick things off with the big question. Why does any of this even matter? Well, it's because projects, when you get right down to it, are how we build the future. Here's a little riddle for you. What could a massive ancient wall possibly have in common with, say, your company's next big product launch? I mean, on the surface, they seem worlds apart, right? But if you dig into how they actually came to be, you'll find they share the very same DNA. And there it is. The simple answer is, they're both projects. Think about it. From the pyramids of Giza to the first moon landing, projects are the vehicles that literally drive all human progress. They are the structured path we take to get from just an idea to an actual, tangible result.
So what is it that sparks a project into existence? Well, it can be almost anything. A customer might have a very specific request. Your company might need to bring in new technology just to stay competitive. Or sometimes, honestly, it's as simple as a new law being passed that means you have to make a change. Each one of these is a trigger, a problem that needs a project to solve it.
And that brings us to a super important question. I mean, we use the word project all the time, but what does it actually mean? Let's get a really crystal clear definition. Here we go. And there are two words here you really need to focus on: temporary and unique. Temporary means every single project has a clear start and a definite finish line. It doesn't just go on forever. And unique means the final result is a one-of-a-kind thing, not just another copy of something that's already out there.
And here's where you can really see that difference in action. Building a custom house for a client? That's a project. It's unique and it has a definite end date. But what about a factory assembly line churning out thousands of identical cars? That's an operation. It's repetitive and it's ongoing. Getting this distinction right is absolutely fundamental.
Okay, so we know what a project is, but how in the world do we steer it from just an idea to a finished product without the whole thing going completely off the rails? Well, that's where management comes in.
You see, project management is so much more than just checklists and deadlines. It's a real discipline. It's the art and science of using the right knowledge, the right skills, and the right tools to guide a team toward a very specific goal. It's the engine that powers a project from start to finish. Now, every single project, I don't care if it lasts 3 weeks or 3 years, follows a pretty predictable path from beginning to end. And we call this the project lifecycle.
Whoa. Okay, I know this looks a little complex, but it's really just a map of the entire project journey. You can see the main phases right across the top: starting, organizing, doing the work, and then ending. Just think of it as the big picture view of how any project gets from being just an idea to a finished goal.
Now, I know that last slide looked like a lot, but here's the good news. We can simplify that entire complex map into 5 straightforward, really practical steps. This is the part you can actually start using tomorrow.
So here it is. This is your actionable 5-step blueprint for project success. This is where all that theory becomes something you can actually do.
These are the 5 core phases, the whole shebang. First, you initiate. That's basically getting the official green light. Then you plan. You create the roadmap. Next, you execute. This is where the team does the actual work. And while that's happening, you are constantly monitoring and controlling to keep things on track. And finally, you get to closing, where you formally wrap it all up. Every single successful project follows this path.
And listen, this isn't just a good idea. It's a globally recognized standard. It's based on the PMBOK guide. By systematically moving through these 5 groups, you create a structured, repeatable approach that dramatically, and I mean dramatically, increases your chances of hitting your project's unique goal.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's that project management isn't some secret, complicated code. It's a logical framework that absolutely anyone can use. With this 5-step blueprint, you have the tool set to turn any idea, big or small, into a real, tangible thing. Whether you're building an app or building a bridge, the process is the same. The only question left is, what are you going to build first?